Am I going live? How does this thing work? Well, well, well. It has begun. Let's change this for a second. Alright, it's another one of those days, and streaming has begun yet again. Welcome, if you're here at all. If you're not here, then I'll wait for you. Alright, it's been a couple of days already since my last stream, so I thought maybe I should stream. And that'd be it. Hello Mikiri, hello Oni, welcome to my stream. I don't know what I'm doing today. I suppose it's kind of like, I haven't streamed in 2 days, or 3 days, I forgot. And so I was like, yeah, I'll click that stream button. And here I am. How are you guys doing? It's the weekend. And here is the cameras. Here you go. Short people camera. If I crash you guys, I'm sorry. I know my PC's been unstable recently. And, hi. Today, my main goal is to be as interactive as possible. So basically, just as per usual, I guess. You can ask me anything. You can ask me to go to a new world. You can ask me, I don't know, what do you guys want me to do? I am interactive online person today. Maybe I can answer questions.
That might be a
maybe
bad choice.
I don't know. Do you want me to show you guys my adult avatar? No, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. There. You slept in Discord. Yes, you did. Actually, Ani, I was about to... When I saw you at lunchtime today, I was about to disconnect you. But then you did it yourself. So I was like, oh, well, you saved yourself. So, I guess I don't have to do that. I have a few people here. I was sitting in this map for quite some time, trying to set up... Well, not trying to set up, setting up the stream. And then I left the map as a friends plus, and there's 3 other companions here. There's King Genji. There's Maki. Maki's gonna crash me one day. And then there's Kevin on just over there. Kevin, be quiet. He's a quiet person. But he keeps company, which is great. Just like you guys. Thanks for showing up into my stream. Saying hi is cool. Hello, Rod Martin. Welcome once again. Rod Martin, what time is it for you? It should be super early in the morning, isn't it? If you're from America. I don't know why I assumed you're American, but I kind of did. It is 6:42 p.m. here in Australia, Central Australia, the north side of Australia. That's where I'm located. And if I'm not mistaken, the majority of American times right now would be in the morning, like 6 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., somewhere there, depending on time zone. You always sleep on Discord. That I didn't know. In recent time, I have been sleeping on Discord. I'm not, if you guys don't know what Discord is, Discord's just an app where you can call and connect to people via, voice calling. And in the past 2 weeks or so, I guess you could say a third of the time, or 40% of the time, I've been sleeping on Discord with someone there. Like, someone's also sleeping on Discord. For me, it makes it a little bit more comfortable. You wake up early. I wake up the complete opposite time. I woke up at 5 p.m. Which is okay if I'm working, because I work night shift here in Australia, but right now I'm not working at all. That's an excuse for me to like wake up at 5 p.m. But that's how life is right now for me. You always sleep in your server. Is it? That's... I remember you posting a server at one stage, and I was like, "What this? Who this? Is Ani like streamer now? Is Ani streaming? Is that what she's doing in her Discord?" I actually don't know. I just assume things. You don't stream? Uh-oh. Rod Mountain. There's something that I'm curious about. I know this is a bad assumption, but for some reason, I feel like you're not young. I wouldn't say young. What the hell am I saying? You're not in your teenage days. That's that's a feeling that I got out of you. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But every time I see you say something, it feels very mature.
Childish?
Mature. No, mature. The opposite.
Mature.
It's kind of like you say what you need to say, but you don't expand on, you don't try and pick up attention or something like that. Whereas Ani, on the other hand, oh, she young. Just for fun, maybe one day. Yeah, Ani, if I'm not mistaken, you can start, like, that depends on what type of stream you want to do. Do you want to be a virtual tuber, or do you want to stream real life stuff, or do you want to stream games? For me, I actually don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just, oh look, I have the capability of clicking go live, essentially, and that's what I did so far. Rod Martin, are you of the gentleman generation? Would that be a correct term? Hello, Sally. How you doing? Number Sally. Welcome back once again. And yes, I've been away for like 3 days or so. I say away, more like I haven't been online for 3 days or so. But here I am now, simply because I kind of just felt like, oh no, I've been not online for a couple of days. Maybe I should show face. And that's exactly what I've done here. Just click go live. That's right. Gentleman generation, huh, Rod Martin? That's cool. And just so you guys know, just an update. I am no longer in my 20s. I'm entering the early 30s now, and I don't know what to make of it. There was a clash in my head, and that clash was like, a lot of my friends are much younger than me. I know that I will keep getting older and older and older, but what I mean is like, at the moment, I'm starting to make friends with people who are over a decade younger than I am. And I've never had that before, right? But I'm starting to pick up traffic on that type of lifestyle, and it's feeling a bit odd. Feels like I'm getting a bit of age, but I know I'm still young, relatively speaking. But it's kind of dawning on me. Yeah, 30 now. I'm 30 years old, and here I am, like, hanging out online. Yo, bruh, how you doing, bruh? Check out my peeps, bruh. Uh-oh, that's some, let me, yep. Kevin is 19. Is that you, Kevin? Are you typing for yourself? Is that your own YouTube? This is Kevin right here. So yes, I'm over a decade older. Feels I don't know. Feels old, man. Well, I know I'm not, but you know, I feel the age. And sooner or later, I'm pretty sure that age won't become a too big of a deal once I get used to it. If I get used to it. The problem is that I still act like I'm 20. I think that's the main problem. I don't like. I guess you could say it's kind of like this. If you ask all of the 30-year-olds in the world, just the 30s, and ask them, so how young are you, or like how young do you feel, or how old do you feel? For me, I feel like I'm still 20. But then there are some people who are like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm in, way older than my age, or they mature much faster, or something like that. Something in their life pushes them to maturity, or something like that. In my case, nothing pushed me into my maturity. Hello, D gamers, welcome to my stream. Yeah, I don't know. You just listened to you guys talk in the morning, and then you fell asleep. Yeah. Did you watch You Make Me Feel Special? Oh yeah, that's a thing, right, isn't it? Let me have a peek on that one. Make me feel special. Is it on YouTube? You make me. Uh-oh. I'm finding weird stuff online. I... Hello, Candy. Thanks for stopping by, Candy. Hello, Ika. You're not Ika, but hi, Maki.
I got you.
No, I mean, I knew it was you. I saw you change your name. I mean, not change your name. It was you changed your poo-poo. It's the first link. Sadly, the first link that I see... Oh my god, what are you doing to me? The first link that I see, Rod Martin, is Twice. Like, the Korean band, K-pop band, and it says Feel Special. So I don't know if I'm getting the correct video. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the correct video. I'm getting K-pop, 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 and K-pop, K-pop, and K-pop. Blackpink is K-pop too. You Make Me Feel Special. That's the video name, right? I think I don't... Probably the regional... It's that one? Seriously? Alright. Oh jeez, okay. Okay. I'm gonna listen to this for a second, and you guys won't hear it because I don't want to get copyrighted. I'll just put it onto a different audio. Well, I hope you guys don't hear it because I really hope you guys don't hear it. Let me check my OBS for a second. I have aux output voice. I don't know. Okay. You know what? To not risk it, I'll leave the video there. If this is what you're thinking about, Twice Feel Special music video, I'll look at it soon after. Jesus. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Ren. Hello. What you guys doing here? Stopping by to say hi. Same with Candy Summer. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Interactive music time. What do I do? How do I become interactive? Should I explore certain maps? Should I go to somewhere else? I suppose I could ask you guys with that. But then again, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just hopped online because I thought, maybe some people might come see me, come say hi. Hannah, we didn't end up playing, Valorant. You are my fire, the one desire. Oh my god, I just got your reference there. I'm so slow. Jesus Christ. That is loud. Thank you. Thanks for the subscription, D-Gamers. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm dropping that volume down. Okay, that'll do. Yesterday I played with Marin, PK, and Toji. What? You guys never told me. Nobody tells me things anymore. How could you? But then again, Toji, you guys might, your team might fail because I'm there. Because I'm always in last place in Valorant. Speaking of other games, I don't play any other game. For the people who only see me on VRChat, I don't play any other game. And when I do, I'm terrible at it. When it comes to Valorant, I have been practically the biggest loser. I have something like 7 or 8 lost matches and 1 win match. In other words, there has to be a correlation there. Like, it must be me, right? And I think it is. I mean, technically speaking, if you play a competitive game, no matter what it is, there should be a graph, and most average people sit in the middle of it, right? They win half, they lose half. Usually, if you're an average person. But here's the thing, mine is skewed into one direction, which is the losing half. In other words, I'm probably the rare people who are not average players, who are actually like the losers, like the fire losers. And essentially that's what I feel like. And I used to play competitive games, but it's not in my blood anymore. I can't do it no more. Also, Maki, you started following me, but you have VR, but it doesn't work on your PC. It's not a laptop, right? So you said PC specifically. If it doesn't work, it usually means that the software itself is stopping your VR headset from connecting. It's usually the case of graphics cards. If your graphics card is like a 1050 Ti or a 1060, half the time the software will say, no, you do not reach the recommended specs or whatever it is, which is terrible. I know Oculus does that, and it's a bit mean, I think. I don't know. There's some weird software problems. Like here in VR, I have a friend named Cal, and she used to be able to play VR nonstop, no problem. And then one day, I think Oculus updated their system requirements page, and it literally stopped her from playing all the time. It just crashes her, like midway, or like after 10 minutes, it just crashes her all the time. And people are speculating it's because her hardware does not meet the recommended specs for the VR. But to me, I don't know. It's a weird one. Another one is that if you don't have enough RAM, it just doesn't see your your headset. I don't know how much RAM you need. 16 probably, 16 gigabytes. But that shouldn't be a stopping factor, but it is sometimes. And then what else is there? Another one is if you're on a laptop, and this is the most terrible thing I hear, is that if your laptop is capable of Optimus, I think that is called. Optimus means that when you're running your laptop by just browsing the internet, it won't use your graphics card. It'll just turn off the graphics card. But if you start playing a game or a 3D graphical intensive program, it'll turn on your graphics card. The problem with that is that with VR connected, you need the 3D software to be connected all the time. Your graphics card needs to be connected all the time. And for VR users who are trying to use on a laptop that has Optimus, it usually doesn't work. It just doesn't. So it's a bit silly on Windows, that part. Um, but usually speaking, like if you're able to, let's say, if you're able to tell someone who's experienced with VR, tell them your computer specifications entirely, as well as specifically the graphics card model that you have, they'll be able to tell you straight up whether you can or cannot. Um, Most of the time, anything better than a 1060 graphics card is usually a graphical problem. Anything better than a GTX 1060, you're good to go. Where anything below that is questionable, like a GTX 970, for example. I know one of my friends have it. He's fine. He runs it fine, but then other people have problems with it. So I don't know. It's a questionable one. You were playing with Ren. I mean, Hannah, you said, "Hey, you and Ren go play first, and then I'll join you after." And that's exactly what I did, Hannah. I played one match with Ren, and then after that, I was looking at you, and I'm like, is she gonna play? I don't know. Tell me what to do. Am in my grandma's home and have nothing to do because I'm so bored and I want to go home and I can't tell my mom. From my perspective, Sally, you do as you like. If you're able to leave and go home, you can leave and go home. But keep in mind, keep in mind to say what you need to say with your grandma and your grandma's place. Like for example, for me, when I visit a relative and I need to go at some point, I tell them what I need to do. Like not because I'm bored or anything like that, or tell them that I need to do something. I've never done it before, just keep in mind, but from my perspective, whenever let me think of something. Oh, if my parents say to me, "Hey, like let's go for dinner on this day or that day," they usually ask me whether I'm free. So I guess you could say that way I'm prepared to schedule myself for a certain time for that type of interaction. Um, I haven't been with my family for quite a long time, so usually speaking, I don't mind it. That's my personal perspective on it, though. Like I haven't seen my parents since last year, and the time I last saw them before that was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So I don't see them years at a time. I don't have grandparents because they're gone. So I don't know what it's like to want to leave grandparents' home. Um, Usually speaking, if I get bored, this was like when I was 13 years old, 12 years old, 10 years old, when my grandfather was still around. Usually speaking, when I get bored, I just roam around the house. I go in the backyard, I go in the kitchen, I go to the living room, I go upstairs. I'm lucky in that my grandfather doesn't really mind that. He doesn't mind where I go. It's kind of like, I'm a kid. I walk around. I'm bored. The adults are talking to each other. I want to walk around and see the place. So, from my perspective, there's always ways to entertain yourself, of course. It's not as good as like sitting in front of your computer or sitting in front of your own entertainment system at home, but that's what I would normally do. And then you're not the only one, Sally, because I have a feeling that a whole bunch of people are sitting around watching this stream or listening to this stream or not even listening to or watching this stream. They just mute it in alt tab because this is a potential source of entertainment. It's what I do as well. It's kind of like I know there's a few people that I follow online in terms of streams. There's Ace Chronos, there's Mrs. Vieja, and then there's Ren Need Healing, and Pranky. Usually speaking, if they're streaming, I will leave their stream on. Like right now, if I'm not, never mind, I closed it. Whoops. But I usually just keep their stream on, even if I'm not saying anything to the chat. I just keep it on. Like sometimes I browse around, find some other things to do, talk to someone online, something like that. But there are days where even though I'm hanging around certain people, nobody is saying anything, they're kind of doing their own thing. But even if they do say something, usually the talks isn't heavy. It's more like, I'm bored, Maki, what do we do? You wanna go to another map? Yeah, sure, me, sure, let's go to another map. You know, kind of everyday, nothing to do talk type thing. And in those times, I will actually just watch a stream. I'll just be like, oh, Ace is dying again. Ace is dying again. Oh, Ace killed someone. Wow, Ace, well done. You did it. You did it, Ace. You're doing it. You know, something to kind of just keep the quietness going. And sadly, that goes along with everything that I do. One good thing about being online is that wherever you go, so long as you have the internet connection, you're still in contact with the rest of your entertainment, the rest of the world, you could say. For me, my entertainment is Discord. A lot of my friends are there. A lot of the interactions are there. If I go and have dinner at a relative's place, relative is usually boring. Usually, not all the time. For me, it's not boring at all. I like visiting my relatives because it's like, I guess you could say, I've grown to a point that gossiping doesn't affect me anymore. When they try to gossip about me, I give them a weird answer or something like that. I don't know. It's something that entertains me. But essentially, like when I visit a relative, usually they have food. And that's a good time to take photos and share it to my Discord. To my Discord friends. So there's always some sort of connection to happen. Hello, Toji. Hello. But as per usual, you guys, thanks for staying around on my stream. Like, I know I talk a lot, and I guess certain people like that. I have no idea though. Do you guys like that? Do you like me blabbering on and on and on? I know Maki doesn't. Look, she's like saying, no, Mizu, stop blabbing. Stop it. Mizu, stop. But, Last of Us, is that what it was? I thought it was Resident Evil 3. It's Last of Us? Damn, I'll have to watch that later. I'll watch the replay when he finishes stream. Yeah, cause I looked at his stream and I was like, this is Resident Evil 3, isn't it? I thought it was. But if it's Last of Us, then I would like to know the story. You like it, Mika? Well, that's good. I hope. It's Pokemon Gold and Silver. Jesus Christ, friend. You know what? Speaking of Pokemon, Gold and Silver. Literally the only Pokemon games I played. The only ones on Game Boy. And yeah, I leveled a whole lot of Pokemon to 100 and collected a lot. I also got both the unique Pokemons from Gold and Silver. And I traded a lot with my friends as well. It's the only Pokemon game that I played because that was back in 2002 or 1 or something like that. I don't remember. It's so long.
Oh. That's very long.
A long time, yeah. You know, we love hearing from so many, so yeah. I mean, the thing about me is like, I actually want a handheld console, which is what allows you to play like your Pokemon games, your Animal Crossing, for example. I know people love Animal Crossing, This one does. Look. She loves the Animal Crossing. Like she loves it. She loves it. There was a time where she played the like a video, and it was set on repeat on the video player in VRChat, and she even played this rock version of it or something like that. I don't remember. It was. She loved her Animal Crossing. And the thing is, I do want a Nintendo Switch to play like handheld games. But here's the thing that I'm scared of. I know that when I get into a handheld device, I get I get back pains, I get shoulder aches, I get hand aches. And I'm like, man, am I getting too old for handheld consoles? Is that what's going on? But one thing that's awesome about it was I for the longest time I did not know that handheld consoles could connect to the internet. Until like I think it was 3 years ago when I went to Melbourne and my parents were caravan they go caravan what do you call it? Caravan parks a lot. So I drive the caravan out, they drive their boat, they go fishing for the day and I set up the caravan for them. And sometimes I stay over for the night. And there was this one time where I was like, hang on a second. My Nintendo DS can connect to the internet. I never knew. So I hotspotted my phone. And then I connected it to the internet. And I played Monster Hunter Online. And I was like, wow, I'm playing Monster Hunter Online in a caravan. In a caravan park where it's like... It's similar to this world where you don't expect internet out here. But there was.